One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Martin back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does it.
Play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Gibson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Sooners have their offense in high gear.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end.
Ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Ray. There he goes! And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Martin will throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Ray. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Dumps it to the back. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game.
Gives it on the option. Wide open spaces. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Washington. They're working that left side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Terrapins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
First down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, the defense just too good there. They're trying to run it in on 3rd down and be physical up front. The defense, though, having none of it, creating a negative play. And now
he's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown, Maryland! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Give to the running back. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Still on his feet at the 35. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off play action. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the back. Quick spin on the line. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the air, it's Mateer. Forced out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Martin back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quarterback moving. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Terrapins are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds and complete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fit it in the window for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Garcia. Another ball is knocked free. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's complete. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Ott. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. All wideouts, no backs. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the Terrapins backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Grab near the sticks. It's Fleming. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Martin will throw it. Buys a little extra time. Throws for the tight end. He's got it.
Defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Off the play fake. And wings it incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. It's Smith. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pulls it in. It's Fleming. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got it behind the line. It's Wheeler. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. He fires a bullet to the right. Fires and picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. The play action fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Terrapins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection, using his legs to buy some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Looking to throw on third. Fires left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke getting stopped for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions, trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throwing right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Unleashes one. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
To the air, it's Mateer. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it! He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! Quick strike through the air for the score.
When you're trying to throw the ball down from the 1-yard line, it's going to have to be a bang-bang play, right? Quarterback making a quick read, getting it out quick.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look, just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got room to work. He's loose. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill.
Touchdown, Maryland! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Here we go. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They've got the screen set up. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Sooners are flying down the field. They'll leave it with him. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Wheeler. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The give as they work on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. On the move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on 4th down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And the offense is doing probably exactly what you want. What do we need to do? We need to run clock. We got the lead. We're in a good situation to get points. Now,
and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Makes the grab on the left. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. From the red zone, it's Williams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sit.
Touchdown, Terrapins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now on 1st down from the 28. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooner!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And now they've lost the ball down here. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air, it's Washington. Finds his tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
He'll try the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got the first down. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Washington. Going deep. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Hello and welcome, everyone, to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Dances away. Lets it fly. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And he's just proving it time and and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Daniels. Now adjusting. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. Gets away from one, finds room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Look out, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Powers through the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the toss.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards. Sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll send the back in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Lord, tell me why I laughed, nigga. Bitch, I laughed out. Shut up.
You ain't lagged out. You quit.
Nigga, I swear to God, I laughed out. I gotta say clip right now. Nigga, go watch my stream. Go watch my stream. Go watch my stream. Go watch my stream. Nigga, go watch my stream. Get on 2K. Get on 2K.